The career staff here are very welcoming, they're friendly, they're helpful. I also think they're really flexible, where I can work remotely whenever I can and have time to fit it in is something that I value. I also appreciate that the career staff gives us a lot of independence. They give us guidance when it's needed, and HEP does. So I think that's a great example of opportunity that you would be able to do if you did apply and get into HEP. When I saw this job description on Handshake, I felt like it was the perfect fit because a large portion of this job is facilitating cooking classes. Ever since I was a young kid, I was helping my mom mince garlic and peel boiled eggs, and so cooking came really naturally for me. A lot of the students I know, cooking is like the bane of their existence. They hate doing it. Cooking doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be fussy every single time. It could be nutritious, delicious, budget friendly, and also easy, and those things are not mutually exclusive. And I also wanted to show students of color that their cultural foods are healthy, they are nutritious, and that's something that's rarely talked about in the nutrition field. I think HEP has given me a much broader understanding of nutrition in a macro level, like public health lens, whereas my major, like the courses I'm taking, gives us a more clinical lens. What does that mean? That means asking questions like what institutional barriers are present that make healthy choices difficult to make for students. Asking all those questions and having that critical lens in mind when I'm applying to graduate schools, and I think graduate schools are looking for students that have that critical lens in place. And so having that, I think, really made me stand out in my application. How you can make such a huge impact on just changing one little thing. We know that the school lunches is a big public health effort, so there's a huge barrier in filling out this very long, detailed, very meticulous form. By changing one very small little thing, from changing it into an opt-in process into an opt-out, they were able to get like millions of students on the school lunches, and more students were eating school lunch. Just a small little difference can make such a large impact on health. There's really no other department on campus that gives you the opportunity that HEP does in working in public health. We offer so many opportunities. We have nutrition services, mental well-being, sexual well-being, alcohol, drugs, and tobacco. Whatever you're interested in, there is a spot for you. The career staff are so open to new ideas and so receptive to student feedback. And you also get training that you would not otherwise get in other campus department. A very high number of dietitians are also white women, and so I think it's important to have diversity in any field because I think different people bring different perspectives. I think that's the main reason, just like having diverse perspectives and having your voices heard as a man, or the problems that come with being a gay man or just a man in general. I think you should apply if you have a genuine vested interest in public health. If you believe people should have access to being healthy, if you believe in that philosophy, I think you should apply. The career staff are super receptive and open to students who haven't had experience before, and that's the whole purpose of us being here, is like learning. Every quarter that I'm here, I learn something new. If you're open to learning new things, that's a quality that I think is important for HEP team